Hi. Hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Duchess. This is my channel, Duchess Divinity. I'm feeling punchy today. I can't help it. I've just felt punchy for the last couple days. When I was little, I would get in these moods and I just can't stop. And my dad would be like, "Why are you so punchy?" And that's just how I feel. I can't help it. That's just how I feel. Okay? So I hear you guys. I'm doing the channel. Here she comes, Miss America. This is Corn. For those of you who don't know Corn. Hi, Corn. Okay, so I hear you guys. I'm gonna do the channel love letter message, but I just want you to know that takes a lot out of me, so I need to set aside an entire day to do that. Yeah, so I set aside a day to do that for you guys, but I figured I'd get you something in the meantime to kind of hold you guys over. I'm just like, blah, 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 I'm not making sense. Okay, so today we're going to see what would they say. Like, if they could say anything to you, what would they say? Also, I am drinking a green smoothie out of my blender because I like to drink with the blades. I like the energy of the blades in my drink. Sorry, it's crunchy. It's flaxseed, cacao nibs, pear, celery, banana, almond milk, and spirulina. This is gonna clear me out, clear out all my heavy metals. Okay, I'm like, my brain is like Pong right now. It's just like nothing's making sense. Okay, so we're gonna find out, what would your person say? What have they been too scared to say? What would they, maybe your person clams up, maybe your person ghosts, maybe your person says really mean shit, or maybe they say really nice shit that they don't mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they wish they could say to you? So the piles to pick from today are all shells that my mother, my ocean mother, Yimaja, the ocean, she gifted to me the last time I went and released a bunch of offerings. So I have this did you hear that? All sand just fell out. I have this beautiful big magic conch. Can I have something to eat? No. Okay, so I have this beautiful magic conch, and actually where I live, big snails live in these, which is super cool. Maybe I'll post a video of a big snail on my Instagram, if you guys would like to see that. Okay, Cornica, I am trying to do a thing here. Please mind me. Okay, and then group 2 is this, also a magic conch, but it's like a little broken, so you can see through it. Hello! And then group 3 is this also broken piece of a big magic conch. Okay, I'll hold them up together. The chaotic energy is like, right now. Okay, so group 1, sorry. She just fucked up my camera. Okay, group 1, group 2, group 3. Wow, this is, I'm sorry, the energy is very chaotic. All right, let me ground a little bit, and I'll see you in your group. Hello, group 1. Okay, so we are going to find out what your person would say. I'm just gonna say a prayer first. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source. I ask please that you use me as a channel and let us know what it is that group 1's person would say to them. What would they communicate to them if they could tell them anything during this time? What is weighing on their heart that they would like group 1 to know? I ask that all this information be truthful, no truth be told for a lie, no lie be told for truth. I ask the information come through clearly and concisely. And I ask the information be gentle and kind, palatable and easy to digest. Amen Ra Ashe Namaste. By the power of 3 Samadhi, be always works is a blessing. All right, group 1. So Spirit, what would group 1's person say? Okay, so your person would tell you that they have been pretending like everything's fine for a really long time here with the Nine of Cups, but with the Tower card, they're at a point where they can no longer pretend everything is fine. This could be with love, this could be with their home, this could be with their finances, but they've been kind of sitting here, like, I do feel like it's with love, so your person could be with someone else, or like they could be having a nasty divorce, or like, you know, the on again, off again relationship, whatever it is. There's something going on behind the scenes that you don't really know about, and this person would tell you that they've been pretending like everything's fine for a long time. I just heard stealing. Okay, so their spouse or significant other or friends or family could have been stealing from them, and they were kind of like, oh, like, you know, $20 missing here, $10 missing here, like, whatever, I must have just lost it. And then it got to a point where they couldn't, like, almost like where they've caught this person red-handed, basically, and they were trying to lie to their face. If it's a partner, they could have been cheating, so it could have been like, oh, like, this suspicious thing happens over here, but I kind of just, like, put it to the side, and then this suspicious thing happens, and I just pretend it's not there. So there's been something in their life that they've been pretending doesn't exist or doesn't happen, and that's just false. Like, that's just not true. These things are happening, and they're finally having to face them here with the Tower card. They've been so focused on themselves and their blessings and everything, which is good, but they've actually ended up neglecting a lot of the very physical aspects of this reality that they're needing to take care of, whether that's debt or finances or anything like that. But this person, I do feel like this person was burned by a lover, because we do have the Knight of Cups here, and then we have the Three of Swords. So perhaps this person, like, proposed to their long-term, like, someone, and they got rejected, or perhaps, like, their person proposed to them and they're like, no, like, no thanks, I'm thinking of group one. You know what I mean? It very well, or like, it almost feels like their lover could be wanting to take the next step with them, but you're on their mind and they're like, I can't, you know? But they would tell you that they are coming with a love offer, but that they have to give that love to themselves first. So here with this, with the Knight of Cups, he's drinking his cup, right? He's drinking his cup right now. So he's like, yeah, I want to give you the love, I want to give you the emotion, but I need to even figure out what the fuck I'm feeling first. And then once I figure out what I'm feeling and what I need, I have to give it to myself. And then after I give it to myself, I'll have something to give to you. But right now, your person is feeling extremely wounded here with the Three of Swords. They're just not feeling very good. They're not feeling themselves, but they are healing, because you see the swords have been removed. So, right, so it's like they kept getting stabbed in the back, whether they were getting stolen from or cheated on or something like that. It's like they keep getting stabbed in the back, and they're like, ow, my back hurts. Why does my back hurt? And then they're like, oh, there's 3 swords in it. Ouchie. So they removed the swords. They removed the source of their pain, right? Like, finally, the tower came crumbling down. They realized what the fuck, where those swords were coming from, and they were able to remove them and remove that situation from their life. I just heard, I'm on my way. Put it in drive. I'll be outside. I'll be on the way. I'll be on the way. Meet me in drive. I'll be your line. I'll be all day. Okay. What else would group one's person say? So, yes, there's been addiction, stealing, things. They just said, they said something and it just, hold on, let me remember. I'm trying. That's what they said right as these fell out. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm trying. Okay, yeah, so I definitely feel like there was cheating going on here, because we have the Queen of Swords, and you can see there are 2 people making out in the background, and then we have the Seven of Swords. So somebody was cheating, somebody was stepping out, or somebody was cheating in another way. Like for me with my ex, I'd be like, I'm not gonna be with you if you're gonna do heroin, right? And so then it's like, you're cheating on me with heroin every time you come home and you lie and say you didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a deception, it's a cheating, it's a lying, it's a disrespect, right? So there's something in this relationship that was like, if you do that, or if you're like that, or if you make those decisions, then I can't be with you. And they just found out that their person is doing those things that they exactly said not to do. And here with the Hierophant too, they're like, yeah, no, like maybe, okay, so maybe like they were like, I'm breaking up with you, I don't want to be with you, and they're like, no, marry me. Like, so toxic. My ex used to do shit like that. Like, do something really fucked up and then come home with like a fucking engagement ring. Like, bye! I don't want to marry you. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? But so, yeah, so there was some cheating and deception, there was some lying, there's some addiction, there's just some fucked up shit going on, some half-truths. And this person, your person really had tunnel vision for a long time. They didn't want to see it and see all these people around him. They're like, dude, your bitch is cheating on you or something like that. You know, dude, like, oh, you just conveniently keep losing money? Did you ask your best friend who you let move in with you while they're in recovery? You know what I mean? No shade, just, you get it. There's a reason why stereotypes are stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? People get so pissed off at stereotypes, but usually there's a reason why they exist. Same with cliches. Cliches are cliches for a reason. It's because they resonate with a lot of people. And it's just a mass energy. That's how I can read for you right now. It's a mass energy. We're all encompassing it. So we got to stop being so, like, pissed off when self-fulfilling prophecy and stereotypes, like, play out, and just change the behavior rather than hating the stereotype that calls out the bad behavior. Okay? So yeah, their friends and family were like, this person's no good for you, this person's cheating on you, this person's stealing from you, whatever. And they didn't want to hear it. They were just having tunnel vision. And now finally they can't ignore it. Finally they can't ignore it anymore. This person could even have been getting cheated on for years, and finally their person's like, I'm leaving you for my mistress or something. And they're like, oh, because you know, when we don't do what we're supposed to do, when we don't follow what Spirit says, Spirit removes those things. We have a choice. We either have the choice to remove them from our life ourselves, or we have the choice to have Spirit do it. And it got to the point where Spirit had to step in. But like, okay, I just thought of Dark Shadows. If you've ever seen Dark Shadows, when the girl like sees her higher self and she's like walking, she's like floating through the hallway of the ghost, and she's like, he's coming, and she like falls off the balcony. It's like that. He's coming. 3 of Wands. I just keep hearing that. I'm coming, okay? What else? All right, what would you say? Then we'll get, actually, I want to get a yes or no question. Then we'll get what would they say, sexual fantasies, and advice. So pause if you need to. Spirit, what is the answer to group 1's yes or no question? Okay, so we got no within the next few weeks. Big happy changes. I think you saw how that flew out the fucking deck when I just opened it. I love when Spirit does shit like that. No within the next few weeks. Big happy changes. Beautiful. All right, now let's see what their higher self would say to you. Spirit, what would group 1's higher self say? I am watching you, so they're keeping tabs on your social media, or if you have mutual friends, they're asking your mutual friends about you, or they're just really astrally tapping in, so they're coming into your dreams. You could be having a lot of dreams about this person. They're watching you in the astral realms. You have no idea how deeply I feel for you. I am tangled in your web, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. So this person is like really enjoying being in your energy, even though it feels uncomfortable in some way, but they can't quite make a move yet because they're tangled, right? They're in this entanglement, but now they can't ignore it. This is the first step. So they knew something was going on. They were pretending nothing was going on. Now that they've acknowledged the problem, they can actually do something about the problem, right? We have, you've been running through my dreams lately. So this, like I said, you're going to see this person in your dreams and they're seeing you in their dreams. Okay, we got, I can't help but slip into your dreams. I love that. I love when Spirit does that. And then we have moan for me, baby, I need it. So they're thinking about sexually connecting with you because they just told me whenever I connect with you sexually, especially astrally, it really heals me. We have I need you, baby. So this person is realizing that they're needing you. And then we have Sorry. I want you back. Sorry! I bumped my heater. Okay, this is chaos energy. This whole reading. Okay, so we got I want you back. I don't think our love languages are the same because I really do feel for you. I know you are my person. I know I am not good enough for you right now. I am working on giving you what you need. Your energy haunts all that I do. Everywhere I look, I see you. I miss you. I know I am being unfair. It hurts me to hurt you. Now let's get some sexual fantasies, please. Sexual fantasies of group 1, please. I need to be inside you. It heals me. What did I say? I'm so psychic. Thank you, God, for making me a psychic. I love it. Touch yourself. Oh, if you're masturbating to the thought of them, they could be actually masturbating to the thought of you as well at the same time. Or what is time, right? It's just, yeah. Give me those titties. They're needing some of that nurturing, some of that mothering. Suck my dick. So they're also wanting to feel like in control. They're wanting to feel wanted. You make me nervous. You're too pretty. So that's pretty self-explanatory. I want to... When I look at you, I picture you covered in my jizz, which that's magical, right? To like jizz on someone, it's magic, right? To put your fluids on them and say, that's mine. They want you to be theirs. Couple more. Ah! Bite me, I like it rough. And then we also have I am a slave to your tits, let me bite your nipples. So they like biting. And then we have I love your smell. So you could have a very nice perfume smell. You could have a very nice natural smell if you don't wear perfume. You could smell like weed. You could smell like cigarettes even. Like to each their own, right? I literally never thought of that before. Like that, like the smell of cigarettes could actually be comfort, like could be really gross to one person, but like very comforting to another person. Great and smoothie. Great smoothie. Okay. What is your advice, please, for group 3? Okay. So release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy and also let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So they're wanting you to release. Okay. I get it. This person is releasing their ex, right? Because their ex did a bunch of bad stuff to them. This is such a specific reading. If this doesn't resonate, that's okay. Just come back for the channel love letter. Because this is very specific, but it obviously needs to get out or it wouldn't be coming out. So they're in the process of releasing. You can aid them by praying for them and sending them unconditional love. Also, astrally connecting with them. So if you cannot connect with them physically in person right now, it would be really good for you and for them to for you guys to astrally connect to each other and have those connections in the astral realms where you like sexually heal them or just emotionally heal them. But you can help them in the astral realms. Also ask your spirits for aid in sending them unconditional love and healing, and make sure that you have no expectation for this because this person is going through a lot right now. So try not to set like times or time frames or whatever. Just be, okay? Just be. But I'm going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. I hope you guys liked that. That was fun for me. I love you very much. Like if you liked it. Comment if you have something to say. Subscribe if you feel like it. And I love you very much. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you soon for a channel love letter. All right, goodbye, group 1. Hi, group 2. This is for those of you who chose this shell. I'm just going to say a prayer. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source, I ask please that we get good messages from this. I ask please that no truth be told for a lie and that no lie be told for a truth. I ask please to truly know what group 2's person wishes they could say to them. And I ask please that the information come through in a gentle and kind, as well as palatable and digestible way. And I ask please that everything come through clearly and concisely. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Rashi Namaste. By the power of 3 Samodhi always works as a blessing. All right. Spirit, what would group 2's person, what do they wish they could say to them? What do they wish they could say? I just got... Do you see me right now? I'm like overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with love, sadness, joy, hurt, anger. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Okay, so maybe that's what they would say to you. I am overwhelmed. Yo, I feel like crazy right now. I feel like sad, and then I feel like horny, and then I feel like happy, and then I feel lost, and then I feel like... Can you hear Kornika? She's like, ah! She's like scurrying all around. Okay. Wow. All right. Wow. Okay. So your person would tell you that they love you. They love you. I feel like I want to cry. This person is in love with you. This person wants to take care of you. This person wants to be yours, and they want you to be theirs forever. So we have the 2 of Wands and we have the 4 of Wands. So as you can see in this deck with the 2 of Wands, he's literally got her hand on her elbow in such a loving and kind way, and he's handing her the world. Then we have the 4 of Wands, which is marriage, it's partnership, it's twin flame, it's 11-11, it's joy, it's celebration, it's so many things, right? And I feel as though he's saying, like, I'm not there yet, or they're saying, I'm not there yet, right? So we have 2 of the 4 Wands, especially if you're a twin flame. We have 2 of the 4 Wands, right? So, like, you're ready. You might be ready over here with your 11, but they haven't figured out, they haven't figured it out yet. They're coming up as the page. They only have 1 wand. We have 3 of the 4 wands, right? They're not there yet. You have your 2 wands and your stable foundations, and they just don't yet. What they would tell you is that they love you, and they don't like to see you with anyone else. I just heard, I'm so jealous, but I got, like, emotional. That made me want to cry. They're so jealous, and I feel sick to my stomach. I need a ground because this is a little bit too much. Okay, I am so jealous. I do not like to see you out with other people. I do not like to see you with other men or women. I don't like it. I don't like you showing yourself off to other people. I feel like I'm not measuring up. I feel like I'm not enough. And I'm hurting right now because of that. Because I feel like I don't know what to say to you. I know what I've never felt like this before. I've never felt like this before. So I'm having all these thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and I have no way or understanding of how to articulate them. It's too much for me. It's all these things. I love you. I'm literally in love with you, but I can't tell you that. So I'm trying to show you, but the way I'm showing you isn't making sense to you. And now you're hurting my feelings, and I'm hurting your feelings. And now I feel like shit. Usually people don't come through where they're like actually talking like that. Oh my God. Wow. If you like that, I can try and do that more. This person just has a really strong, pervasive energy. I want you forever. I want you forever, and I want to give you the world. There's so much that I love about you. There's so much that you deserve. You're so special and just such a powerful person. You deserve so much more than what I can give you right now. Who am I? I'm a page. I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to offer. Look, he's walking away, and he's leaving that woman in the dust, and that woman looks sad, and he looks sad, and she's just looking at him like, what? Why are you leaving? And he's like, I'm leaving because I'm not good enough for you. Not yet. Wow. So, okay, so your person would tell you that they're literally in love with you, and that they see a future with you, and that you are their future wife, and that they feel all these, or husband, whatever, they feel all these things for you, and they want to give you the world, but right now they do not have what they need to give you what you need. They need to give more to themselves before they can give to you, because they just keep taking from you. And here with the Lovers and the Death card, this is about to change. You're about to end a cycle. You can see she's handing him the apple, and the spirits are looking over it. Not anymore. It has to be equal give and take. It can't just be take, take, take on this person's end, and that's what they're saying. They're saying, I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's hurting me to hurt you, because they probably keep taking from you. And then this really relates to group 2 in the dragon reading. So if you haven't watched the dragon reading, definitely check that out. Basically, it's like they keep taking from you, and then because they just keep taking, the energy they get in return is like less and less, because they're not filling your cup. They're just taking from you. So it's Let Me Love You Like a Woman, that Lana Del Rey song. Don't make me talk to me in songs and poems. Don't make me be bittersweet, okay? It's not like she's taking the responsibility and putting it on the person. She's saying, what you give me is what you get. If you talk to me in songs and poems and you're sweet to me, that's what you get. If you're mean, that's what you get, you know? So this person is realizing that they're trying to figure out what makes you tick, and they're also trying to figure out how to get the response from you that they like, because they're really in love with, like, who you truly are, right? They're really in love with who you truly are, but you only share who you truly are with those that you trust. So, and those who make you feel comfortable and safe enough to do so. So when you're not in your truthful energy, they don't like it. And they can't figure out, they haven't figured out yet that to get you in the energy of being yourself, they have to make you feel safe. They're trying all these different things and none of it's working, and sometimes they'll say or do the right thing to make you feel safe and loved, and then they get that glimpse of you, of the you that they're gonna marry, right? And you get that glimpse of them when they're out of this page energy, but then it falls apart again because they haven't figured it out yet, because they're really not far enough on their healing journey. And then we have the Hermit here. They're saying, okay, if they could tell you anything, they would say, listen, I want to give you the world. I'm sorry I bumped you. I want to give you the world. I would like to give you the world. I need to give you the world. And you're my future wife or my future husband. You're my person, right? You're my person. But I have a lot of work to do. I need to go hermit mode, and I need to focus on myself, because I do not have I don't have the means to give you what you deserve right now. And then here with the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, this is why you keep getting glimpses of their future self, and you keep getting glimpses of the future that you two have together. Because you're almost there here with the Seven of Pentacles, but you're not quite there. So your person's saying, please wait. I am on my way. I am miles ahead of where I was this time last year. Just like I'm sure you are too, Group 2. They are miles ahead of where they were this time last year. And they truly do want this with you. They're just not there yet, but you're showing them the places in themselves that need to be fixed and that need to be healed. They're just asking you, please, I need a little time. I want to be this King of Pentacles for you. I want to give you the world. I want to marry you. I want to be there for you, but I need to go hermit mode, because right now I am nothing but a page, and I do not have I do not have the 2 wands to offer. I only have one. I only have one wand I can offer you. I just heard, and that's my dick. Okay. And then we have the Lovers and the Death card. So they're saying, like, set boundaries with me, make it change. So this has a lot to do, very similar to group 2 in the dragon reading. Set really hard boundaries with them and make them change by your actions, by loving yourself and by being the best version of yourself. That is inherently going to create change within them. Also know that this is divinely guided. The spirits are watching over this, and whenever this goes in a direction that it should not, the spirits cut it off. And I just heard it's your higher self specifically who stops you guys from creating karma between the two of you or creating more problems between the two of you. You go in your dreams and you ask your astral, like you astrally ask your higher self to kind of even the situation out, and they do. They respect you. You respect you, essentially. But your person would tell you, I love you, I'm in love with you, and I'm gonna be with you. I just have to fill my cup, because we have the Ace of Cups here. So they're like, I have to fill my cup so I can come through and give you this cup. So I'm not taking from you anymore. And that we can finally end the shitty, fucked up situation between, I just heard horrible communication. You guys have horrible communication. I just heard long distance as well. So some of you could be at a distance. So like you're never getting that face-to-face contact or that physical contact. Everything is through the phone or through Skype or things like that. And there's a lot lost in translation there to the human design, right? What else would group 2 say? I just heard, I'm not a talker. I don't have a lot to say. So when I don't have anything to say, I just say nothing. And it's nothing against you. I just don't have a lot to say. I always think that, like, when I find my person, yeah, I like to talk when I like to talk, but I spend so much time in silence. I'm so overstimulated being psychic. I'm so overstimulated, and I always think that, like, when I find my person, they have to be fine with just sitting in silence. Like, a lot of silence for a long time. Okay, what else would you say, group 2? Group 2's person, what would you say? Okay, so your person would tell you that there's a huge part of them that does not feel that, like, they don't believe in love, they don't believe in happiness, they don't believe in joy, they don't believe in easy, right? They just don't believe life can be easy. This person could have just had a really hard life, a really hard upbringing, or they could have just been brought up in that kind of thought process and environment that, like, if you want to make good money, you have to work hard and you have to work for 70 hours a week. Or like, love is hard, like relationships are hard, relationships are work. Yeah, relationships are hard work, but that doesn't mean they have to be hard work all the time, you know? So this person is telling you they have limited beliefs around happiness. So they've gone cold to the thought that, like, they can just be happy and joyful. They also have, like, really suppressed their inner child a lot here. Like, their inner child has been deeply suppressed here with the Sun card. And they're also just saying, like, I've gone cold to the thought or the idea that life can just be easy. I've gone cold to the idea that I deserve love. I've gone cold to the idea that I can be happy. This person is very logically minded here with the King of Swords, and they've stopped looking for the joy in life. That's really sad. They've stopped looking for the joy in life, and they don't really know how to connect to it anymore. They're trying to decide why the fuck they feel this way about you, because they've been so logically minded their entire life. And I just heard all for one and one for all. They've been by themselves. Like they had to take care of themselves for a long time. So this could be the kind of person who's like family abandoned them, or like someone who got kicked out at a really early age. Like this person has had to fend for themselves and take care of themselves. The reason they feel like everything in life is hard is because their life has been hard, and they're not ready to accept that, like, things can be easy and fun and joyful, and like, you still have to work, but it can still be fun while you're doing it. And then here with the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, they're trying to figure out why the fuck they feel this way about you. With the Six of Pentacles, with the Six of Cups, it's like, well, first of all, you feel like poison and a remedy to them at the same time, because he's like stepping and he's afraid he's gonna get bit by that snake. So this person could have past experiences where they were burned or cheated on or things like that, but they do have some bird spirit guides watching out for them, and spirit is trying to help them work on their divine masculine and divine feminine energy. They're also trying to open up their heart chakra and really like crack this person open. But with the Six of Cups here, it's like they're really focused on you and you're kind of like looking in the other direction, and they're like, yo, why can't I make this girl like me, or this boy, whatever? Why can't I make this person, like, why can't I get all their attention? And you're like, I love you too, but like, I have a life, you know? Like, and they're trying to figure out, like, why aren't their usual tricks working? Why isn't this like going the way it usually does? Why do I feel like I can't live without this person? Why do I literally feel like I want to cry when I think about them? Cry tears of joy, tears of sadness. Like, why do I feel all these things? I don't feel like this. Why am I feeling like this? You know what I mean? And then here with the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and Temperance, this person would tell you that they're actually very addicted to you and that they're actually very jealous, because they're worried that you're out there like hooking up with other people, connecting with other people. I think I said that at the beginning when I was like crying. They're very jealous, and you've become very logically minded around this situation as well. So they're very confused by your shift in dynamic, where where like they're feeling more emotional and you're more logical at this point. But you are mirroring each other here with the King of Queen of Swords, and I do believe you are divine counterparts here with the King and Queen of Swords. You could be twin flames, like I said. This is very twin flamey. And to anybody who doesn't like the twin flame thing, that's fine. Like, you don't have to be mad at other people who resonate with it. It's like that with literally everything in life. Like, just mind your business, you know? But like, it's so codependent to like try to tell people what to do or how to live or what to believe in literally any aspect of life. Like, you're a sovereign being. You're allowed to believe and live as you choose, as long as you're not harming people in the process, in my opinion. But yeah, Queen of Swords, you're coming through so like just focused on other things, and they're like confused why you're not, like, why are you so tempered? Like, why aren't you not addicted to them the way they're addicted to you? But they would tell you they are absolutely addicted to you, and they will continue to try and take from you until you stop them, right? Here with the Lovers too, they're going to continue to try to take until you set a hard boundary and force them to temper out their addiction, right? Like, just like you tempered out your addiction, like you very well could have been addicted to them in the past, but I do feel like or addicted to anything, and you were able to temper out that addiction, and now that's something that they're working on, but their addiction is literally you. I'm gonna give you space to ask a yes or no question, so pause the video if you need to. What is the answer, please, to group 2's yes or no question? Okay, so we got opportunity, it's up to you, compromise within the next few months. So I do feel like all of this is gonna be work. Okay, I just heard you're going to be solidly together. Like, you will, like, this will be your boyfriend or girlfriend. Or like, if you're in a relationship, like, it might ascend to like getting engaged or something like that. So like, within the next few months, it's gonna be solid. This is gonna be I just felt really happy when I said that, so maybe you feel happy about that. I just felt relieved too, so I feel like that person's gonna feel relieved of a lot of their jealousy and anger and stuff, just by making it solid, like making you guys like solid. And then we have compromise, it's up to you, opportunity. So you have an opportunity with this relationship, and it's up to you, right, to set the boundaries and to compromise with this person. But ultimately, I do feel like the relationship is in your hands, but it has to be more balanced right now because this is very out of whack. So what would group 2's higher self say, please? You have no idea how deeply I feel for you. I am tangled in your web, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. And then we have, you've been running through my dreams lately. We have, I know you are my person. I know I am not good enough for you right now. I am working on giving you what you need, which is like basically what they were crying about in the beginning. And then we have, I love you. They said that a lot in the beginning. If only you knew how much I care about you and care about us. I want you back. I need you, baby. Your energy haunts all that I do. Everywhere I look, I see you. I miss you. person's hurting, guys. Did you see how crazy I was in the beginning? That was weird. Please, I need space. So they need space because you're making them feel crazy. Any last thoughts before I give you space? I don't think our love languages are the same because I really do feel for you. Astrally, you are mine. I know I am being unfair. It hurts me to hurt you, but I am not well. Do you still love me too? And then we have, I can't help but slip into your dreams. So they're having dreams about you and you're having dreams about them. So let's see what their sexual fantasies are right now. Okay, group 2, what are your sexual fantasies, please? The sexual fantasies of group 2's person. You're so beautiful. It's actually really intimidating. That's really sweet. I just heard and powerful, and that's very intimidating too. I want to watch you choke on my dick. So it's like this power complex, right? Like you're very beautiful. They'd like to see you choke on their dick, but also like, I want to be in charge. I want to make you literally choke on my dick. I want to feel like a big man. I want to feel like I can only give you, like, you only get something from me. I only get something from you, right? Then we have, you look so damn good. What else? Send nudes. So they're really wanting to see you naked, or if you were sending nudes or something, they're like, I need more. Threesome. Okay, so that's odd because remember I said this person is like super jealous. I don't think they're asking for a threesome. I think they're like, three's a crowd. Like, you're mine. I don't want to think about you with other people. Because that, like, as soon as that fell out, my like stomach dropped. And it just doesn't make sense with everything they said before about like, I'm jealous. Can't stop thinking about those boobies. So this person really needs some like loving, nurturing mother energy. Scream how much you love the way I fuck you. Tell me you are mine. Right? This person's insecure. Scream how much you love the way I fuck you. I just heard, I want it to be me, baby. Only me. Only me. I just keep hearing that. Only me. Ooh. And they would like grab you by the neck. I literally just pictured someone being like, only me. You make me nervous. You're too pretty. I am a slave to your tits. Let me bite your nipples. Bite me. I like it rough. When I look at you, I picture you covered in my jizz. I just heard you're mine when I was reading that, right? They want to jizz on you. You're mine. Suck my dick. I want to be in charge. Suck my dick. I love your smell. And let me tie you up. So I do feel like this person, let me tie you up, but let me tie you down, right? There's just going to be I just felt the wave of relief again. Like, there's just going to be this huge wave of relief once you guys are finally dating. But then we have, I love your smell. And I do feel like this person really loves when you're, oh, wow. Okay. So they just said when you're fresh out of the shower, like how you smell, how you feel, like to the touch, like they love your not, like when you come straight out of the shower, like you smell like you. Actually, Cornica, when she was a baby, she used to always cuddle on me straight out of the shower because I always used like sensitive soaps. So like I never had a scent. I just smelled like me. And when she would just, you know, rub her scent all over me, you know how they do that with their mouth, like just rubbing her scent all over me, like that's my mommy. So it's very, right? There's a lot of mommy healing energy in this group. Okay, and then we will get advice. Spirit, what is group 2's advice for dealing with this person? Be kind. Be kind, because we got unrequited love, and this person is, like I said, they're feeling really jealous, and they're feeling like you don't like them, and maybe you don't. Maybe you've been feeling lately like, I don't know about you, and they feel that, and that hurts them. So if you're not interested, just say you're not interested, but if you are interested, but you have nothing nice to say, then maybe don't say it at all. Oh, I just felt that deep in my solar plexus. You're killing their confidence and you're killing their self-esteem in a bad way lately by being too honest. And there's nothing wrong with being honest. Just be kind when you're sharing those honest thoughts with them, okay? Just be really kind and mindful. And don't not say something, but just make sure you say it nicely. Then we have very soon, this could be the one, playfulness. So like, very soon shit's gonna work out, but decide what you want. Do you want to keep going back and forth with this person, or do you want it to be better? This is the one, right? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. And then playfulness, recapture romance by allowing your inner youthful spirit to shine. Because remember, they really closed off their inner child and they don't really know how to have fun. So the way you can really get to them is just by being fun and having fun and loving and nurturing at the same time. And just understand, like, really tell them what you want. What works for you and what doesn't work for you, what's a turn off and what's a turn on, right? They don't want to sit here wondering why suddenly you don't like them anymore. And then we have let your friends help you release your ex. So you might think you released your ex, but there is an ex from the past that still pulls on you, that still pulls on your energy in some way. And really pray that gets taken, that gets released and removed. Okay. Okay. Thank you, group 2. I'm going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will have that channeled love letter for you very soon. I set aside a day to do that. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have something to say, go ahead and comment. If you feel like it, subscribe. And I love you so much. And I will see you guys soon. Be kind and loving and the beautiful, sweet cherub that you are. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, have a good day. Bye. Hi, group 3. This is for those of you who chose this shell. I'm just going to pray. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source. I ask please that you use me as a channel for good and healthy messages. I ask please that everything that comes through is a truth, that no truth be told for a lie, and that no lie be told for a truth. I ask that all the information that comes through is palatable, easy to understand, and not wishy-washy in any way. I ask please that the information that comes through is kind and gentle and for the highest and greatest good of my clients, anyone watching this video, and the highest and greatest good of humanity. Amen. Ra Ashe. Namaste. By the power of 3, submitted views works as a blessing. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Spirit, what does group 3 wish they could say? What does group 3's person wish they could say to them? Okay, so group 3, your person would tell you that they're working really hard to no longer mask their emotions with mind-altering substances. So your person could be someone who likes to drink, your person could be somebody who likes to smoke, psychedelics, literally anything. They do certain things. They could watch too much TV, play too many video games. Excuse me. Excuse me. Throat chakra. Okay. So yeah, this person needs a little work on their throat chakra. Also their heart chakra and their solar plexus. Excuse me. But there's stuff that they're doing in their life that is to mask the pain that they're feeling, whether that's drinking, smoking, distracting, working, whatever it is. They would tell you that they're trying to move out of that energy. I just heard it's the way I was raised, and I also thought that when I saw this 7 of Swords. So they were raised in a really chaotic environment. They were raised in an environment where they were not treated respectfully, and they were raised in an environment that did not allow them to be an individual or to communicate their truth. And if they clam up, that's why they clam up, because their whole life they've been forced to clam up in order to survive in the environment through which they were raised. And then here with the 3 of Cups and the Chariot, their heart is really hurting, right? So their heart's really hurting, and they're trying to move out of that energy of distracting and doing drugs or drinking or whatever it is, all the distracting that they're doing that keeps them from connecting to their heart space, and that keeps them from facing their problems. They really like to numb themselves, and they tell you, like, I'm sorry, I'm really trying to work on that right now because I'm just in a lot of pain. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm in a lot of pain. I just keep hearing that. But they're almost like just realizing they're in a lot of pain. So this person, like, their whole life, like, the way they were treated was perceived as normal, right? Like, they were treated really bad and they thought that was normal. And now they're an adult and they're like, wait a second, that's not normal. So, like, their entire reality is coming crumbling down because they're like, yo, like, I didn't have a childhood. My parents weren't kind. My parents weren't nurturing. I never learned this or that. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like they're having the veil lifted from their eyes for the first time ever, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't I know that all of this was really not normal? Why didn't I know that all of this was really, like, bad and detrimental? You know what I mean? Why didn't I know that you're not supposed to beat your kids? You know, whatever it is. Like, if you grew up in a house where you were beat and you never knew otherwise, why would you think that's not normal? That's your normal, right? That's your truth. So, like, now that they're an adult and they're like, wait a second, everybody doesn't beat their kids? You know? Like, I know that's an extreme example, but it's the reality for a lot of people. We're living in an abusive reality. This third dimension is extremely abusive. But anyway, so they're like, I'm just working through a lot right now, and if I'm smoking a lot or drinking a lot or whatever, like, they want you to know they're working on that. Here with the 5 of Swords, they're also realizing that, like, they were lied to a lot of their life. So, like, whether their parents lied to them, so they could have grown up in a very religious household where it was like, oh, like if you have, this is an example from someone in my life, like, their father thought that because they had long hair, like, they were gay. Your hair has nothing to do with your sexuality, right? So, like, I truly do feel like this stems from their upbringing. Like, they grew up in a house full of lies, and so I feel like the parents were lying, and then I also feel like there was, like, messed up shit going on within the house with it. If they have siblings or cousins or aunts or uncles, this could even be, like, incest, like, really fucked, just lies. So it's like the parents are lying about what's normal. They're creating this false reality, this false narrative of what's normal. Like, say they're getting beat every day, and it's like, that's normal, like, you deserve to get your ass beat, right? Because, like, that's normal, right? So not only is that an all-encompassing lie of the home, but then there are all these little lies within the house. Like, perhaps the uncle that needs to get up back on his feet, and this is just example, guys, I'm just making this up. Perhaps the uncle that's like, oh, like, I need a place to stay right now, and they open up the house to the uncle, and now the uncle is, like, molesting the sister. You know what I mean? So it's like these overarching lies in their house. And then on top of that, it's like the little lies and little secrets within the family. And they're, like, just realizing that, like, everything is a lie. And you can see we have the 6 of Cups here with the 2 children, and it, like, makes them want to run. It makes them want to not have children. It makes them want to, like, never look back and, like, not trust anybody. And they're really starting to put their faith in God, because I do see there's, like, this old man here, which reminds me of, like, the way that that society says, like, God looks, you know, the old man with the big gray beard is in this too. And it's like these 2 children are running towards God. So, like, you could have a similar experience too. Like, you could have a similar upbringing, or there could just be, like, abuse in your house or lies in your house as well. And they feel, okay, switching up positions for you. I'm tired of running, but baby, fuck it. Now I'm running with you. Oh my God, that was really ugly. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm not a singer. I don't pretend to be, and I cannot be Ariana Grande. So please don't be mean in the comments. But you know what I'm saying? I get tired of running. Fuck it. Now I'm running with you. So now it's like they're realizing their trauma. You're realizing your trauma, and it's like, fuck it, babe, I'm running with you. But because of this, your inner childs really, like, pull on each other and can, like, really, like, you can trigger each other. And it's just important that you guys are able to recognize, like, where your wounds begin and their wounds end. You know what I mean? Like, don't get too tangled in each other like that. But they're having some really deep realizations about life. They could also be getting more psychic as they're realizing this trauma, like their third eye is opening up more, they're talking more to God, they're talking more to spirit, God as you perceive God, the universe. I have my words. It's all semantic, and I don't care how you believe. Whatever works for you. Take what works for you. Leave the rest. And they would tell you that like they're starting to really feel God. They're starting to really feel spirit. They're starting to get really psychic. They're starting to see and hear things, and you could be starting to develop those things as well. I think theirs is coming on a little bit harder and faster because it's like all of a sudden they're having all these realizations, and all of a sudden they're getting hit with this like psychic ability. But there is guardian spirits watching over you. But you make them feel like a kid again. They do want to have children with you, and they want to like break the curses that your families have experienced. So like your family experienced some sort of neglect or abuse or something that wasn't good, and their family experienced like extensive abuse, and they're like, yo, let's break these ancestral curses. Let's have kids, but let's raise them right. Let's do it right. Let's be the parents that we never had. Let's be the adults that never protected us, right? Yeah, so that's what they would tell you. And they would also tell you that they think you're their soulmate, because we got the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. So they would tell you like, okay, so she's looking in this pentacle and it's reflecting back at her. They would tell, and this is very twin flamey too, with the Lovers here. It's like you're mirroring back at each other, right? You're reflecting back at each other. When they look in their eyes, they see you. When they look in your eyes, they see themselves, right? They see themselves in you. You are very reflective to them, and sometimes that's very triggering when you're very reflective to them, but sometimes it's like really good for them too. And all of this is a big learning and teaching lesson, right? It's just all a big lesson, a learning experience. And with the Lovers here, they're like really trying to keep it together because they know you deserve so much. Like they literally look at you so highly. They see you as the future mother of their children here with the Queen of Pentacles, as well as the Empress. She's pregnant, right? So just be careful not to get pregnant if you don't want to. And if you do want to, now is a good time to try and get pregnant. But something to consider is when you will have the baby. Like I'll just share an example from my life. Like my mother had my sister in May and she had me in June because her and my father planned the pregnancy so that my mom wouldn't have to worry about possibly experiencing postpartum depression in the winter, because that would be a lot harder on her. And she, you know, just wanted to make sure that everyone was going to be safe. So if you are trying to plan a pregnancy, that's something to consider. Just like a little side note of advice that I just popped in my head for some of you. But they hold you in such a high pedestal. They see you as the most beautiful version, like the most beautiful divine feminine, and they do know that you will be the future mother of their children. They're going to have a happy life and a happy family with you. And then here with the Lovers card as well, it's like they wish they had more to give. They wish they had more to give you. What else, please? Group this person. Right now they're feeling like really lost, and they're feeling lost almost in the wasteland of what they're in a transition period. So they would tell you here with the Seven of Pentacles, they're in a transition period. They would also tell you that they're really awakening and starting to heal their divine feminine energy within them, and that it actually feels good, and that they hope you won't judge them if they're acting more feminine or doing more feminine things, because they're healing that and it really, really feels good for them. But also Jesus is with them because we have the lion here, the crowned lion in the background, and their crown. So this person is anointed. This person is definitely sinking more into their feminine energy. But they're in this very strong transition period right now where they can like see the light. They're almost like the light at the end of the tunnel. They're almost there, but they're not quite there yet, right? So here with the Six of Wands, it's like they're finally starting to understand and properly like interpret like messages from spirit, but they're also starting to see themselves more clearly. So they could have really hated themselves before, just been really unkind to themselves in the past, and they're finally starting to see themselves like through as what as what they like deserve to be seen. They're finally starting to see that they have value and that they have worth, but they're also kind of between dimensions right now because they're in a transition period, so they go back and forth between feeling really unworthy and then feeling really worthy. But ultimately in the end we have the Ace of Pentacles, so in the end we have like the solid relationship, the solid understanding of self, the self-love, the being able to give you what you deserve, being able to give themselves what they deserve, being able to really understand and create this solid, powerful foundation through which to build a life with their, with you, right? Build a life with you, build a life for their future family. Also, they could be kind of in a transition period with work, and if that's the case, Spirit's just saying like they're about to get a really good job. They're about to be rewarded. Okay, so I'm gonna do yes or no question. Pause the video if you need to. Spirit, what is the answer to group 3's yes or no question? Okay, so we have opportunity within the next few months, communicate clearly. Opportunity within the next few months, communicate clearly. So communication is really important here, and there are two right, and she's like throwing money in the air, so job opportunity within the next few months, but also there are two dolphins here, so communicate clearly. This person could have Pleiadian energy. You could have known each other from a past life in Atlantis. Yeah, also sacred geometry is really important and good for you guys right now too. We have if you believe, so we like whatever you're asking, like you really need to believe in it and believe in yourself and believe in this person. Okay, so then I want to get some higher self thoughts. Group 3 person, what would you say? What is your higher self longing to tell them? I am watching you. So if you have social media, they're keeping track of your social media. If you have mutual friends, they're connecting with mutual friends, asking about how you are. And if you have, if not, like they're just astrally watching you, will be coming in your dreams. We have your energy haunts all that I do. Everywhere I look, I see you, I miss you. So literally everything that they're doing, everywhere that they go, they see you, they think of you, like they can't get you out of their head. We have, I am sad about what happened between us. I never wanted things to get this way. So like if something happened in the past, they're still regretting that. Like if you guys are in a relationship, they're still regretting like the bad way that they treated you. And if they did something and you guys are in separation right now, just know that they feel really bad and guilty about whatever it was that they did to you that caused the separation between the two of you. I loved you before I even knew you. Very twin flamey, right? They loved you before they even knew you. I just heard it was love at first sight. I can't stop thinking about how you called me out. I'm sorry I projected on you, right? So like I was talking about how sometimes this triggers you guys. Can I please take you on a date? I'm ready to come through, correct? I need you, baby. Your energy is addicting. I can't stop thinking about us. I know I am being unfair. It hurts me to hurt you, but I am not well. Right? They're figuring it all out right now. Astrally, you are mine. Do you still love me too? So this person is very insecure. All right, let's get into sexual fantasies, please. We have touch yourself. So they like to see you touch yourself. You look so damn good. I just heard you're just my type. And then I heard that song. It's like, that's my type. That's my type. That's my type. Tell me you love me too. This person's really in love with you. I want to make you squirt. Okay. So they want to make you squirt. And then we have want to eat your ass. I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me. Let me show you with my dick, right? We knew that. You're so beautiful. It's actually really intimidating. Let me tie you up and let me tie you down, right? And then we have tell me anything, honestly, talk to me, baby. So they're like really just wanting to connect and communicate with you. I want to watch you choke on my dick. Please sit on my face. So maybe like 69. Then we have, I need to be inside of you. It heals me. Maybe one more. slap the shit out of me. So like, I think that goes back to them feeling like unworthy or not good enough. Okay, let's get some advice. What is your advice, please, for group 3, Spirit? Okay. We got make the effort, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and then we have trust, the situation is calling for you to have faith. So y'all are being put in a position where your relationship is being tested because you're working on aspects of self that really haven't been illuminated until this point right now. So just make the effort to make it work if you feel like this is something worth working for, right? And then also with trust, like the situation is calling for you to have faith. It's calling for you to have trust in your partner's ability to heal themselves, right? It's calling for you to have trust in the future. It's calling for you to have faith in spirit, right? It's calling for a lot of letting go, but also making the effort, right? So letting go of control issues, but making the effort to change the things you can change. I just heard the serenity prayer. God, give me the strength to change the things that I can change, let go of the things I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? So that's very much what this relationship is calling for right now. Put a lot of your faith in spirit and God and the universe, whatever. Just give it to God, okay? All right, group 3, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. Amen. Ra Ashe Namaste. By the power of 3, submitted be always works, always a blessing. All right, I love you guys so, so much. If you liked that, go ahead and give it a like. If you have something to say, go ahead and comment below. And if you feel like it, subscribe. Like I said, I'll be getting that channel love letter out to you guys next week sometime. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this resonated with you. I love you very, very much. I hope you have a beautiful week. Be kind and loving to each other and yourself, okay? All right, bye, babies. Bye.